Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. Today we are working on page 2 of the Altered Book Junk Journal. The name of this junk journal is Caution, Middle School Ahead. And I'm creating this book, I'm donating it to a local elementary school for their spring fundraiser. And it's my hope that a parent will purchase this journal for a student who is leaving elementary school and going into middle school, and that the student would have an opportunity to use this journal to just express their experiences and feelings and receive. I'm going to put a lot of positive little notes throughout this journal. So I just hope it's just something that they can use as a tool to kind of try to help them get through middle school. Like I mentioned, we are working on the second page, and as you can see, I have chosen a piece of scrapbook paper that has hair brushes and mascara, hair dryers, little things like that. It's black, white, and pink. And I'm also using a page from one of the calendars that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And it's really cute and the colors work really well together. At this time, I'm just working on the basic layout, and I am using, I believe it's called Ticky Tack, whatever's in this gold bottle here, to adhere everything. That is a really, really good glue, and I do like to use it. It's kind of thick, and it's really, really powerful. You'll see that I'm using scissors a lot of times after I use my hands to press on the pieces that I'm adhering, and I do that to get the air bubbles out. I sometimes use a pen. I roll a pen across it, or have this little tool that I sometimes use. So you can use anything you want, just make sure that you work the air bubbles out. My basic layout done, so now I'm going to start creating little tuck pouches, and I'm using a piece of scrapbook paper for this particular one, and then I'm creating the little journaling card, and I'm going to close the sides of the little tuck pouch with duct tape. I'll be using duct tape in this journal. It's fun to work with, it's colorful, it's fast, and it adheres things really well. So you'll see me using that here and there, mostly to enclose the sides of the little tuck pouches. The card for this little pouch is pretty small, so I used my hole punch and just punched a little hole in it and added a piece of ribbon, and that way it's easy for somebody to pull that little journaling card right out of there since the ribbon's on there. You know how when you buy a calendar and you flip it over and you look at the very back, and it'll have all of the pictures that are in the calendar, but they're obviously in much smaller print? Well, I'm even using those in this book. They're tiny, which makes them perfect for me to just adhere them onto the top of something. Like you might have seen on the first page that I decorated, I'm using these little envelopes that I found on clearance at Hobby Lobby. They are absolutely perfect. Their size is perfect, and the little note cards that I found on clearance literally fit inside just like they were made for each other. I had purchased 2 small calendars on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I think I mentioned that earlier. At any rate, so this, I cut a little saying out of the other one, and right now I'm just using my permanent marker to mark the edges. This quote says, "Be fearlessly authentic." I think that's wonderful, and I want to be putting positive quotes throughout this entire book. I will add links to the items that I'm using in this project. I will add that to my description box. I won't be able to find all of the same items on Amazon.com in their links, but anything that I can, I will add if you are interested. I know for some crafters it's hard to get out of the house and to go shopping, so sometimes it's just easier to go online and order something if you needed it. Check out this pink transparent material I'm using. I have had this material for so many years, I can't even tell you. And I've just been keeping it in a bin because I love the colors. I have several. I've got pink and green, yellow, orange. So I decided, you know what? I want to try to make a tuck box or pouch, whatever, with, using this material. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to use this a couple of times in this book, and I think it's really cute. I am using fabric tack to adhere that fabric to the page. I wanted to have a little bit of a finishing touch on the sides of this, so I'm simply using some pink ribbon that I have, and it helps to cover the glue that I used, so you don't see that so much now. Now I'm working on making the journaling card for the pouch that I just made, and this is a pretty good sized journaling card. As you can see, I'm using my hole punch, and then I'm going to use several different colors of ribbon just to add just a nice little splash of color. Now for this page, I'm going to add a little tiny special encouraging note. So I'm making a tiny little pouch and a tiny little note card, and I'll be putting that up in the corner. This little note of encouragement says, it's okay to say no, it's okay to set boundaries with people, and it's okay to take care of yourself. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you liked my video. If you did, smash that like button. Please consider subscribing to my page. Hit the bell for reminders of my next videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon.